This afternoon, Iran attacked a U.S. base near Qatar in retaliation for the United States strike on Iran Saturday. The developing conflict raises many questions. Dr. Karl Kalten-thaler, he's the director of the Michael J. Morrell Center for Intelligence and Security Studies at the University of Akron, joining me live now. First, can you share your reaction to the retaliatory attack on the U.S. base in Qatar this afternoon?
Well, first of all, I'd say it's good news. It's good news in the sense that it was pretty clear that the Iranians were really not trying to harm us or Qataris or the other foreign nationals who are on that base. They let the Qataris know that the attack was coming. They also sent a limited number of missiles, 14, so they weren't really trying to overwhelm the Qatari defenses. So this was more about posturing. We knew the Iranians would have to attack somehow to try to save face. You know, they've been humiliated for a while now with Israeli attacks and then this massive U.S. attack. We knew that they were going to respond. Of the ways that they could respond, this was kind of the best of the options that we would face.
Now, on Saturday, the U.S. attacked 3 nuclear weapons facilities, and we saw the images of those. How can we know that they're completely destroyed? And if not, what does that mean for Iran's nuclear program? Have we maybe even just slowed them down?
So that's a really good question, and there's lots of really smart people who are trying to figure this out. In the intelligence community, U.S. military, lots of people want to know, have American airstrikes and also along with Israeli airstrikes significantly degraded Iran's nuclear program? I mean, we can probably assess that it has been degraded. Has it been completely destroyed? That's unlikely. I mean, because when you talk about destroying a nuclear program, there's a lot of different things that go into that. There's equipment, there's enriched uranium, there's the know-how. And, you know, one of the things that could have happened is that enriched uranium could have been taken out of these sites and put in places where we don't know that it is. So we significantly damaged Iran's capabilities to produce a nuclear weapon, but it's unknown whether we've set them back significantly. But to know that we've destroyed it completely, that's unlikely.
Now, NBC News' Peter Alexander reported that Iran directly threatened America as Trump was warned last week at the G7 summit in a message from Iran, warning that the president, would launch airstrikes against Iran's nuclear facilities. If they did that Iran could then activate sleeper cells in the U.S. And I know you study, terrorism and the intelligence community. Could we start to see something like that popping up within our own borders?
It is possible. I mean, there are clearly Hezbollah people here in the United States. There's other people who are sympathetic to the Iranian regime. Having said that, given Iran's, I'd say, pretty clear gesture of trying to de-escalate in terms of the attack that we saw against Qatar today, against our air base there, I don't think the Iranians really want to activate terrorism in the United States, at least not at this point. Because that would generate a very, very massive U.S. response.
All right. Dr. Kalten-thaler, thank you so much for taking the time. We have a hard stop time, but I really appreciate your insight on this. Like you said, there's a lot we still don't know. Thank you for being here.